It's February 1st, 2020. My name is Eric Haluzik with All Corners Home Inspections. My OC number is 1698. As with all the videos in this report, we request that you view this video as supplemental to the written version of the report to which this video has been attached. At the time of inspection, there were quite a few reportable challenges with this single-family home's 3-tab style roof. We'll do our best to detail those challenges here. An Oregon home inspection does not include a roof warranty, meaning we're making no claims as to this roof's ability to keep water out of the ceiling voids and attic spaces for the living space below. There are companies which will offer such insurance policies. Again, Oregon home inspectors are specifically forbidden from offering such services. At the front-facing or west-facing portion of the roof line, the orientation we're facing currently, we're seeing failure. We have a number of missing shingles. We have probably, from this perspective, we probably have 20 missing shingles, in particular at the left-hand side of the roof. This condition has been created by, is present because this roof is fairly old and because of its exposure to the ocean and the elements here. You can see that at most locations the roofing material is actually loose from the course of material below it. The fasteners below are also badly rusted. You can see that this is an example of a missing shingle. We'd recommend that this roof be repaired before the beginning of the next rainy season, certainly. The boots around all the plumbing vents are in poor condition, and that would allow for small amounts of moisture to make their way into the interior portion of the living space. The soffits at the perimeter of the structure do not contain soffit vents. There are gable vents, however, there is a single roof vent here, allowing for ventilation to that sort of hot air to leave the attic space. We would recommend having the installation of proper ventilation to allow for the attic space to breathe properly. At the rear portion, the right-facing and forward-facing portions of the roof line here, we see improperly flashed areas. This roof has 3, possibly 4 layers of roofing, depending on the area that we're evaluating. That would add additional load to the roof structure and compromise the roof structure should it become moist or experience additional load. The low slope portion of the roof line was not evaluated on foot. It was evaluated at a distance because we're seeing structural failures around the perimeter, which would expose the inspector to unnecessary hazards. We'd recommend evaluation and replacement of all the roofing structures, all of the roofing material around this single-family home. Anecdotally, the electrical service to the house does not contain a sufficient drip loop. You typically have a loop here, which would force water to drip off of that main drop from the pole and drop onto the roof line. Instead, we're seeing sort of a poultry structure there. We recommend replacement or the addition of a drip loop there to allow for that structure to shed its water properly. The gutters around the roof line are also in poor condition. They contain substantial amounts of debris. There's lots of standing water, and a lot of locations the gutters themselves are loosed along the fascia. This has been Eric Haluzik with All Corners Home Inspections.